Making your body relax, believe it or not, it's not simple. Making it so that everything around you switches off. It's like the world doesn't exist and all your focus is your breathing. This is called the art of meditation. Now, I'm not going to say I'm an expert at meditation, because I'm 100% not. I probably couldn't be further from it. But I definitely know some tips and tricks for you guys, as I've done it in the past, and I still sometimes do it. It's not on a regular basis, but I do it sometimes. I used to do it more regularly when I had a bit more bigger anxiety problems. So ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to teach you the art of meditation, guide you through an entire meditation course, and find out how you can truly relax your body to full extents. Let's jump into it. What's up guys, welcome back to the Focus Future channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I hope we're coping with lockdown as usual. Today we're going to talk about something that could help you with lockdown at the moment, which is meditation. Now this kind of relates to my video that I posted on Tuesday, so I will leave a card up here if you haven't seen that already. But apart from that guys, if you're new here, welcome aboard. But let's jump in to a brand new video about meditation. Now, meditation goes back years. It goes back to the art of how creatures used to relax years ago. It goes back to when men were in the caves. It literally is historical meditation, and still to this day, not many people can art the talent of meditation. And if you can meditate correctly, you're a pretty big genius. Now, it probably looks and sounds easy when you put it in concept. You know, you sit there with your hands like this and you'd be like, oh. Please don't do that. That is not how meditation works. It's stupid things like that make me want to watch the footage back. Now, don't do it like that, because, yeah, that's definitely not how meditation works. But we all think it's really simple. It's the art of deep breathing, and you just sit there with your legs crossed. And we think, oh yeah, happy days, it's really simple. But when you actually do it, and when you actually try and manage your breathing, and also do all the other concepts involved with it, it becomes really difficult. And again, there's not many people who can settle into meditation and actually feel relaxed without having a excruciating fit that you can't actually control your breathing and be scared for your own life. Now, there are many apps out there that revolve around the state of relaxation, how to meditate and how to do all these different things. But quite frankly, a lot of them are either money beggars that literally just beg for your money after you've done one meditation, or they're good apps but they only give you limited amount of resources and then they start begging for your money. Now, there are a few apps that I would recommend. I'd recommend Headspace if you've got a bit of cash in spare, and if you type up on the Google Play Store for apps like that, you can literally go for miles looking for them, and at some point you're going to find one. But I would start with Headspace. It's a good way of getting you started. So, what are the key skills needed to be able to meditate efficiently? Well, the first thing is you need control. You need to be able to control your breathing. You need to be able to stop and have a space where you're not going to be disturbed and you can simply focus on one thing, which is your breathing. You also need to have efficient awareness. You need to know what's going on around you, and you also need to know what's going on in here. And you also need to know efficient times to when to do meditation, because believe it or not, meditation is an art that revolves around the centralizing of the earth and where the earth is. And the better time you do it, the more you're going to get out of doing it. So, the best times to do it are after work, in the morning, at night, or when life gets so hard to the point where you're literally like, what do I do next? They're the great times to do it. After work, because you've just come back from a stressful day, and sometimes switching off completely can allow you to switch back into reality, can make family time a bit better, and can generally make your evening a bit more of a smooth go. In the morning when you first wake up, to prepare yourself for the rest of the day, it gets you in the right mindset and it prepares your head for the challenges that lie ahead. I didn't intend that as a joke. At night, just before you go to bed, to prepare yourself to actually go to sleep, it will make you sleep more efficiently because you've cleared away all the negative thoughts out of this head of yours. And when life gets too much, because I'm sure we can all guess why. So, I'm going to take you through a very simple meditation process involving all the 3 skills we've just learned. And we're going to do this together. I'm going to talk you through each stage and how to do it. So please, do it with me, otherwise this video is just a bit pointless. I'm basically going to provide you a free meditation session. You're welcome. Now, disclaimer before we do this, I kind of have to do this legally. I am not a professional in no way, shape or form. I am going from what I've seen on the internet, from what I know from apps, and from my own personal point of view. So if you are looking for professional meditation advice, please don't use me, because I am not a professional. So if you are doing this with me, and you don't get any results out of it, I'm sorry, but I'm trying my best here, okay? Right. So let's kick it off with simply just getting into a space that's comfortable for you. Get into a room, getting into a park or a field, and just sitting in comfort. Relax. Sit in a position that you deem comfortable. That could be with your legs crossed, that could be with your legs open, that could be with your groin showing. I wouldn't advise that, but you know what I mean. It can be wearing sweatpants, it could be wearing tight jeans. Completely up to you. But find a space where you know you're going to get no distractions and you're comfortable. Because trust me, if you're not comfortable, you're going to find this difficult. Second, turn your phone... Actually, no, you can't do that. I was going to say turn your phone off, but you can't do that because you're watching this. Turn your phone on silent. Put it on do not disturb mode. So no one can call you, no one can message you, and no notifications come through. Next. Now, this is to kind of initialize why we are doing a meditation. What I want you to do is, if you've got a piece of paper on you, please list them down. But if not, just in your head in general, note down all the things that you're really worried about or the problems in your life at the current moment. Just write them all down. Chuck them on a piece of paper. You don't have to show that piece of paper to anyone, and definitely don't share it in the comments. But that doesn't have to go to no one else apart from you. But it's either got to be written down or in your head. It is better written down in these scenarios. I want you to put that piece of paper or them thoughts in your head on the floor. And if it's in your head, just at the front of your mind. Just leave them there. Just settle them, you know? Just settle them down. Again, this would preferably be better with a piece of paper. Settle them there. Just let them be there. You're not going to touch them for the rest of this meditation. Just writing them down and putting them in front of you is a good way of reminding you what actual problems you do have. Now, let's go back to that relaxation position. What I want you to do is simply practice 2 things. Closing your eyes and taking deep breaths. Let's do the closing your eyes things first. People get this wrong. I see so many people doing this. I'm meditating, even though I look like a Ratchet Clank and my eyes are really tense and I'm really not relaxed. My eyes are actually about to water. I see so many people doing that, Jesus Christ. And it's not the way to meditate, because you're not actually relaxing. You're just tensing up your eyes, which is not what you're meant to do. So, simply just close your eyes. Just let your eyes naturally close. Like that. That's all you gotta do. Nothing more. Nothing less. It is actually hard to keep your eyes really relaxed, I'm not going to lie to you. But do that a few times. Open and close your eyes slowly, just to get in the motion of being able to open and close your eyes. It might sound stupid, but such a simple thing as being able to open and close your eyes slowly can actually be really difficult for some, because normally you don't really think about it. Next, deep breathing. Once you've done that, you can pause the video at any point, by the way, if you need to practice something. Next, deep breathing. What I want you to do, put your chest out, put your arms out, simply look up, and breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's remember that. So, and then out through the mouth, you should actually feel the air going into your nose and then the carbon dioxide coming out your mouth. You should sort of feel it. If you don't feel it, you're not doing it correctly. But the most important thing is your chest is out and you're looking up. Because if you're looking down or your chest is bent, you're not going to be able to breathe properly. Do that a few times just to simply get in the rhythm of how to do a practical deep breathe. Even that might take you all evening. But don't worry if you're not doing it perfectly at this stage, you will learn over time. Again, these things take practice. Right, now we're actually going to go into a proper meditation. They were just a few skills you needed to kind of learn. Right, again, we're in that relaxation position. Preferably your chest should be out and you're looking up. What I want you to do is look down at that sheet of paper. Just take a quick look at it, a quick peek at it. Remind yourself of them desperate problems. And say to yourself, in your head, or it could even be out loud, I'm going to get rid of them. They are going to be gone by the end of this. I'm not going to have a solution. They're still going to be in my life. But they're going to be workable. They're not going to bother me so much by the end of this meditation session. Look at the piece of paper, think that in your head. You can even put your middle finger up to the piece of paper if you want, just to make yourself feel a bit better. And then look back up again. What I want you to simply do now is look straight ahead of you. Take note of whatever's in front of you. It can be a tree, it can be a wall, it could be your beds, it could be a pile of coffee. Just look at it. And then, once you've looked at that for 30 seconds, focus on your breathing. Think about your breathing. That's all you got to do. Just look and think. And what naturally should happen is you'll naturally start to change the rhythm of your breathing. So at the moment, as long as you've not done any exercise or anything, your breathing pattern should be natural. If you start thinking about your breathing and just focusing on the fact that you are breathing, you will naturally take control of it, and you should start to feel a bit of a difference. It might become a bit heavier, or it could even become a bit looser. But all you've got to focus on is that in and out motion of you breathing. Look at, again, still looking ahead of you, still with your chest out, and in that relaxed position. Just hold that for a second. All you've got to do, we're in complete relaxed. Nothing's disturbing us, nothing else in the world matters right now, apart from you feeling the in and out motion of your breath. The most important part of any civilization is oxygen. The thing you're focusing on right now is the only important thing in your life, because it's the thing that keeps you alive. So let's give it some attention. Right, so we're just going to hold that for about 10 seconds. Okay, from now. Just hold it. Still thinking about your breathing. If I'm distracting, I'll shut up. That's 10 seconds of your life. And all you did in them 10 seconds of your life is focused on one simple movement. The in and out movement of your breathing. Now we're going to advance things. Now I want you to take full control of your breathing. So now, instead of just focusing on the fact that you are breathing, feeling your chest going in and out and feeling that in and out motion, now take control of it. So, when you're breathing in, and then breathe out. And take control of that motion. And again, we're going to do that for another 10 seconds. Focus on that. Again, all that should be going on in your head right now is the fact that you're breathing. 10 seconds up. Now we're going to add a bit more of a jizz to it. Time to slowly, and I mean slowly, close your eyes. We should still be in that relaxed position. Nothing should be changed. Your chest should still be slightly out, and you should be relaxed. Slowly closing the eyes. Not tensing the eyes, not screwing up the eyes. Just a gentle shut. It should be like when a shop shuts its shutters. Slowly and carefully. Well, I mean, some shopkeepers don't, but you know what I mean. Now, can I just remind you that you are now, as long as you've done everything I've done correctly, said correctly, which you should have, and if not, it's fine, we can just try again. You can pause the video and go back at any point. You should feel relaxed completely. And just appreciate that for a second. Appreciate that moment in your life where nothing else matters apart from my stupid voice. And you can even turn me off if you want for a minute or so. But nothing else matters apart from my voice and your breathing. No, none of your worries, none of your bills for your house, none of the work goals that you have, nothing. Just you. Just take that feeling in for a second and appreciate it. Because there's not many times in your life, and especially if you're watching this is probably the first time in your life, that you would have felt this relaxed. Your eyes are not working because, quite frankly, you can't see anything. The only process your brain is making is my voice, and I'm not that big of a voice to take in. Let's just hold that position. Again, taking control of our breathing. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And you can do that as slowly and as quickly, well, I wouldn't advise doing it quickly, but as slowly as you want. Let's hold that for about 10 seconds. This is complete relaxation. Complete. Again, making sure you've got control of that breathing and you're comfortable. If you're not, you can go back to any point in this video where you kind of messed up. We all do it. We all make mistakes. Now I'm going to add a bit more to it. What I want you to do now is simply from head to toe in that motion, so starting with your head, think about how each part of your body feels. How does it feel? How does it, are you happy with that body part? And what sensation does it bring at the moment? So let's start with your head. How does that feel? Does it feel light? Does it feel heavy? Is there wind blowing against your face? How is your face? Is your cheeks tense? Is your forehead tense? Is there any part of your body tense at the moment? Just really have a think about it. How does your head feel? Sounds weird to say, but just have a think about it. Now what I want you to do is imagine your head is full of water, right? And let's open the plug at the bottom of that water and let all of it just flow out. But with it, go all your problems and all your darkest emotions. So again, imagine your head is full of water. That water can look however you want. Let's undo the plug and let it all fade away. But with it, go all your problems. Now let's move to your neck. How does that feel? Does it feel stiff? You can even give your head a slow tilt to each side just to see how it feels. Is it stiff? Doing the same thing. Pretending your head and neck is all full of water and it's just being faded away. That plug is being undone and it's just all going. Meanwhile, relaxing the muscles in your head and your neck. Now go through each part of your body part and do that. So from your neck to your chest, to your arms, to your legs, to your feet. Go through each major body part that you want and do the same practice. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. You can even pause the video yourself and do that. Right, I hope that went well. I hope we feel relaxed. I hope all them dreaded emotions, all that tension within your body is gone. You should feel as light as a feather. And while you were doing that, your breath should have become sort of natural. The pattern that you put your breath in when you took control of it should now be how your breath is now, but it shouldn't be as hard to keep. At this point, you are generally relaxed. Probably the most relaxed you've ever been in your entire life. How does your body feel now? Does it feel lighter? Does it feel more vibrant? Again, you shouldn't have moved. Your chest should be still sort of out, and you still should be in that sort of relaxed position, and your breathing should still be in your control. No one else's. Now, let's revert back to that mind. What's going through it? Let's, for a second, just let our mind think whatever it wants. Let any thought that comes in and out go as pleased. Don't try and stop it. Don't try and halt it. Don't try and change it. If it's as negative as anything, if it's as positive as anything. Let it come and go. We don't even have to take any notice of them thoughts. Just let them go in and out of your head. Let your brain do what it wants for a good couple of minutes. Meanwhile, again, focusing on that breath and thinking about the fact that you're completely relaxed. Your brain's even doing what it pleases. It's thinking what it wants, whatever it wants as well. now what I want you to do is just have a little recap of what's around you. Don't open your eyes. Stay in the same position you're in with your breathing under control. But think about what was around you when you closed your eyes. Remind yourself of who was there and what is there. What sounds can you hear right now? What feelings do you have? Is there grass going through your leg? What sounds can you hear? Is there people talking? Is there the sound of traffic going by? Just take note of it all. Just be present in the moment. Remind yourself of why you're doing this. The fact that each second that goes past, that's another negative thought gone. That's another minute your brain hasn't had to do anything. You're providing the oxygen it needs and the space it needs to relax. And that's an achievement in itself. If you've got this far and made no mistakes, I think you deserve a beer or a wine after this. I can tell you that now. Right, for the last probably minute or two of this meditation, all I want you to do is focus back on your breathing. That in and out motion, and let your thoughts and your mind do whatever they want. Right, now let's try and come out of this. But again, we're going to do this slowly. Each stage of it done with precision and accuracy. Let's start with letting our breathing do it in what it wants. Not trying to control it. Let it go back to that natural rhythm. You can do that by thinking of something positive in your head, thinking about the love of your life, thinking about your mum and your dad, someone in your life. Just focus on them, but let your breathing do what it wants. Let it go back to its natural rhythm. Now, before you open your eyes, just twiddle your fingers, move them a bit. You can do that as slowly and as quickly as you want. Move your feet a bit, just to let your body know that it's still alive. And now you can slowly, as we practiced before, reopen your eyes. Take in what's around you, and then you can move again. You can stand up, you can stretch, and just appreciate in them moments how you feel. You should feel relaxed, you should feel light, and the world around you shouldn't feel as claustrophobic and as stressful as the last. I've just took you through a very basic meditation regime. This is the most basic of meditation I could ever give you. It's not focusing on anything specific, it's just all your problems. They shouldn't be as big and as mighty as they were before. You should feel empowered and quite energized at this point, but also extremely relaxed. Now, you know that piece of paper that we had with all them problems, or even if they're in your head? If they're in your head, what I want you to do is imagine them problems on a piece of paper and to pretend that you're crunching them up. You can even grab your hands and clench them together. If you have actually got a piece of paper, I want you to get that piece of paper as hard, as rough as you want. Grab it, hang it in a ball, and throw it. Or rip it up if you're in a public place and it can't be thrown. I want you to be as violent as that piece of paper as you can. Obviously not breaking any laws or hurting other fellow civilians. And say bye-bye to all them problems that you had before meditation. Because you know what? You've just gave your body what it wanted. Relaxation. And now your problems shouldn't be as big of a deal. I hope what I've just done with you has helped. I'm not a professional and I could never tell you whether what I've just told you to do is actually going to make you feel how it made me feel when I did it. But if it has made you feel the way I think it's going to make you feel, just appreciate that feeling. Wouldn't you want to feel like that every day? Just once a day. It could even be twice. There's no limit to how many times you can meditate. There's not many times in a life that you'll get to feel like that. But know that it's possible. Anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this bit of a different video. I've never done anything like this before, but I've actually really enjoyed it. And I'm not going to tell you to smash any like buttons or hit subscribe buttons, but if you are interested in what I've just done, make sure you've got that bell on so you know the next time I do something like this. But apart from that, guys, stay safe, stay well in these rough times. Maybe try and do some more meditation over the next couple of days. And I will see all you dudes in the next one. Bye-bye.